What's going on, everyone? It's Brain with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. No creative username wants to know how he can take his jewelry in, whether get to work done, resize, to protect from getting scammed, diamonds switched out, things like that. I find this interesting because this morning I opened the paper in Newport Beach, California, one of my favorite places in the world. Man gets 6 years in diamond scammed. Basically, he was a personal jeweler to people. The first thing he did was he took a couple wanted to upgrade the diamond size. I think they had like a 1 carat, they wanted a 2 carat. He took the diamond, took 3 months to get the diamond back. Once they got the diamond back, they went to get it appraised by another jeweler. Turns out the diamond was fake, and he kept doing this. He resized an eternity ring, gave them a fake ring back. So it was a huge scam, and this does happen, unfortunately. So let's talk about how to avoid those situations. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at JACOJE Fine Jewelry. Visit my website, www.jacoje.com. And if you love jewelry videos, then smash that like button. Smash, 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 smash. So along the lines of jewelry repairs, jewelry upgrades, we actually finished up on a lot of stuff this week. I want to talk about this. This is kind of an old school fashion, chunky look. We took the princess cut out of this band, and then we remounted it, reset it into just a solitaire. It was their diamond. They trusted us to take it and redo it. And same thing with those stud earrings, just 2 loose diamonds that were just sitting there, and we made them into nice little diamond studs with diamonds bezeling. One of my clients had a ring that it completely broke on the side of the shank. See how thin that gold is? So they gave it to me. I just soldered it back, cleaned it, polished it. On this one, I didn't make this ring. Beautiful ring, and it had on this one, it had this diamond set on the top of it, like setting right there. So we took that diamond out, took the setting off, and then just put the marquee diamonds to just flow with this ring. Now it looks a lot better, so they trusted me to take it, fix it, and then they also bought 2 diamond eternity bands. What I just showed you guys are things that go on all day, every day repairs. Things happen with jewelry, diamonds fall out. Maybe you need a ring size that you wore 5 years ago, doesn't quite fit. You need to get that stuff adjusted. It should not be a headache at all. Now, when I talk about some things, I hate when I go and ask a professional for advice and they talk to you as if you're supposed to know what they're talking about instead of breaking it down. Like I go to my accountant and need to know things, and they just talk to me as if I graduated from accounting school. Like if I wanted to know exactly what a journal entry was and how to do one, I would have went to accounting school, not become a jeweler. So I want to break it down the best way I know how. Recently, I took my car in to get the 30,000 oil change service, and I looked at everything that I was supposed to be getting because I'm paying more than just an oil service. And I've heard bad things, like you take your car in. I'm sure you guys seen the YouTube videos. They put like hidden cameras, and they ended up not changing their air filter and doing this and doing that. They just did the work half-assed. So I want to protect myself because I'm paying the money and I want my car to be in the best shape. So when I went in there, I made sure I did my research, what to expect, and ask all the questions. And that's how I want to relate it, because I was thinking, how do I explain this to everyone that, the easiest way to compare it? And I compare it with that because I was not sure at all. You could open a car hood and I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm not a mechanic, but I want to make sure the work's done. I don't want to be scammed at all. So, if you go in, say you're dropping off a piece of jewelry to get size, you need to ask the questions. You need to look and act like you know what you're talking about. Even if you don't know what you're talking about, you're not really supposed to know what you're talking about. You're just a guy or a girl with a ring piece of jewelry that needs to be fixed, but you can't play dumb in these situations. You need to know exactly what to ask for and what to expect from the jeweler. Now, there's so many different excuses on why a piece should take this long, what they need to do to that piece. I can't make a video naming all the excuses and reasons. So this cardinal rule here is it has to add up in your head. You have to be comfortable with it. And the number one thing would be time. How long is it going to take? Are they going to get it done on time? That's the first thing you need to establish, because you don't want your ring or piece of jewelry sitting there for that long. Nothing good is going to come with it. It's better with you and your care than you know, in a safe of a jeweler's office. All those pieces I just showed you took a week to make, from resetting to making new rings. So, I mean, that's an average time frame. Now, a jeweler could be really busy and say, hey, I can't even touch your ring for 2 days. Then in that case, you might want to be like, okay, well, you know, I'll give you a call in 2 days. If you're free, I'll drop it off. And if it's just a resizing, it should take a day. So things can get done that way. Don't just leave it there and be like, well, you know, I'll just leave it with you. You're a jeweler. I feel safe, because that's where you might run into problems. It's better with you than with them. When we're talking diamond, gemstone jewelry, it's very easy just to snip, 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 reset a gemstone or diamond in their original mounting. You would never know. So the other thing is knowing what you have before you drop it off, and making sure they know that you know what you have. A good way to do that is just to name drop a little bit. If you have a certified diamond, it's a SI1, a G color, make sure that they know that you know what you have, so there's no messing around. Even if you don't, you could still say, well, my jeweler back home, even if you don't have a jeweler, just say that my jeweler back home, he said that this is a very good quality SI, so, you know, I always take it to him, but I'm out of town and I just need this fixed right away. Make sure there's some accountability on the jeweler's end, that when you're dropping off, that they know, okay, this person has a jeweler, this person knows what they're talking about, there's no messing around here. So that is a huge thing I would recommend, is just knowing what you have, or acting like you know what you have. That way they know. A good thing would do, right before you drop off, they're going to fill out a little thing most likely. Take a picture with your phone of the piece of jewelry next to that, or just say, okay, let me just take a picture so we both know that, you know, I'm dropping it off. This is what it looks like, so we both know. That way they're gonna be like, it's not worth it. It's not like this person's like, oh, here's a 10-carat diamond. Let me just drop it off to you. I'll be back whenever. That's when you're gonna get taken advantage of. So the more ammo you have, the better. So just take all those little steps when dropping off a piece of jewelry, so that way they know that you know what you're doing. The last and final thing is just keep record of everything that happens. When you drop off, whether it's on your notes on your phone, or if you just bring a pencil and paper, write it all down. How long they said it was going to take, what they needed to do, what the price was. Everything, write it down so it's on paper or in notes, and you know what to expect. They know what to expect from you. You'll find yourself not running into very many problems if you do it that way. There's opportunists out there. Some of them have ill intentions, and if they see an opportunity to scam someone, they'll take it. That's unfortunate. It can happen anywhere. It can happen at the mechanics, the dentist, the jewelers. It happens everywhere, but jewelry gets a bad rap because it's very easy for these jewelers to do so if you let them. So take all those steps. Even when buying a piece of jewelry, take the same steps. Ask what you're buying, know what you're buying, know what you agreed on, so that way you just have it, and the jeweler is accountable for everything they're telling you. If they get a little frustrated, if they seem like they don't want to deal with you, then leave, because most likely they're the ones that just want to rip you off, just want a quick buck, and that's not who you need for your jeweler. You need someone that understands why you're asking those questions and reassure you, make you feel comfortable, and deliver on what they say. That's the type of jeweler you need. You don't need someone that's just going to do it for very cheap, and you end up, you know, getting something that's not real, something that is done very half-assed. That's the problem. So take all those steps, apply them. Hopefully it works for you. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. These types of situations vary so much. I hear stories all the time that just make me sick. So just use these steps. Hopefully it works out for you. Thank you for watching this video, and we will see you on our next jewelry video.